All right, everybody, let's have a little bit of fun here in Final Fantasy Omniscience Draft. If you've never drafted this before or done this event, it comes around every set for a little while and is actually typically a lot of fun if you know how to build your deck. You're quick drafting here, and essentially what happens is you have this Omniscience emblem, which says you can cast spells from hand without paying their mana costs. Pay 0, you add all 5 of those colors, get those colors to be able to activate abilities, and you get the ability to do that once per turn. Typically what we're going to look for is a decent amount of card draw. We're going to take that pretty highly, and then we want just big impactful spells. So big creatures, 6 mana creatures, other things that come into the battlefield and let us do stuff is usually pretty good. So thinking about it, a lot of our land cyclers are usually going to be pretty good options for this. In addition to that, like Quistis and a few others that have some pretty cool, impactful abilities are pretty nice. If we crack in Arden, that's going to be absolutely fantastic just because we don't have to pay mana for a spell. So this is purely just for fun, but we have had some success doing this in the past. So we'll see if we can't win a couple of games, have some fun. Let's jump into it here. I recommend if you have the gems or you have the coins to try this at least once because it is a lot of fun. So here's the interesting, like Kefka would be really cool. This does draw us a lot of cards, so I'm probably going to take the Kefka. The problem ends up being is we'll never have the ability to pay the 8. Well, no, that's not true. If we get some other support, we'll be able to pay the 8. If we get like some blitz balls or some other things that make mana, we could do that, but just intrinsically, we're not going to be able to pay the 8 here. What else would be good? Sandworm would actually be quite good. Side quest card collection would also be quite good. Revelation would be fine as well, just from the perspective that, again, you want to just keep as best you can. You want to keep filling your hand up. But I will take Kefka to get started here, because that could be pretty cool. Kane's kind of interesting because we would also get to draw off of this. What else do I like in the deck? Circle of Power is totally fine. Hilgigas would be good too. Do I want the Kane? I think this is probably too slow for this. So I'm actually going to take the Circle of Power, because again, card draw, card draw, card draw, card draw. We do want to look for some interaction. If we can do that, that would be good. Realm Sketching is actually pretty interesting here. Garlands. This pack is not particularly great. I'm going to take the Sketching because we make a copy of something pretty big. Okay, so we have the Summon here and Side Quest card collection. We could run Random Encounter. It's kind of fun. I'm gonna take the side quest. Although this is discard 2 cards, so this eliminates a lot from the hand. I actually think I want to take this instead. Random Encounter would be pretty cool though. I'm gonna take this. One of the other things that would probably be pretty good is these traders, just to have some extra mana for some of those abilities. So I might want to keep an eye out for that. What do I like here? Resentful, probably. Because again, we can filter. Blitzball. Blitzball could also be pretty good, just for the fact of if we can get in some damage with some of our creatures. Ahriman can sacrifice some things and draw some cards. Let's take the Resentful, though. Chocobo Racetrack, we're not playing any lands, so that's not good. Things like Syncopate aren't good here. We could go an Elder route because we're going to be casting a lot of spells. That could be pretty good. Ooh, you know what else is probably quite good? Fight On. I'm going to take the... I'm going to take the Fight On, because if we get some other big creatures here... Right, we definitely want Travel the Overworld. Absolutely. Iceland would also be a really good option. Phantom Train would probably also even be okay. I like... what do I like here? Ilgigas versus Fat Chocobo. These are probably pretty close. The fact that this can come down, has trample and haste is where I'm going to go with it. Fat Chocobo, though, getting the extra body would be good. Let's see here. Ace Magic? Okay, it's like Elder for spells and making a bunch of wizards or another Hillgiggles. I'll take the Elder. that should be fun. Immune with Beavers is actually probably fine as well. I have the chance. I'm taking the random encounter. Screw it. And I'll take the Airship Crash. We can cycle it, so... Oh my gosh, we have a Summon Primal Odin. Like, there's no way I don't take this card. That is hilarious. That's actually hilarious. Altheard Fran, Brosia. Yep. We're going to need to look for a little bit of removal. That is important for us. What do we like here? Being able to flip Emperor seems pretty good. Weapons Vendor would also be fine, because again, we're drawing a card. I'm going to take the Weapons Vendor, actually. Zidane to be able to steal something seems pretty hilarious. Yeah, I like that. Ooh, Summon Shiva seems really good too. Locking something down. We have the fight on as well. Big splashy is what we're looking for here. See, so things like this, just because again there's a good chance that you're pumping out multiple creatures every turn, are probably less impactful. What do I like here instead? Probably Lock Coal. I don't have a ton of equipment, or else I'd think about the Albert. Being with Beavers would also be fine. I like Black Waltz here. Iron Giant, maybe, though. Vigilance, Reach, Trample, 6/6, sure. Big ol' booties. Google's kind of interesting, but I think we take the Spectacle here. Another random encounter. I will take a Blitz Ball here. Not particularly thrilled about any of this. Take this. Take another Iron Giant. This is kind of a very mean spell, but you're also probably not hitting a whole lot with this because you're just playing your creatures. I don't particularly like any of these. I don't know if that works the way that I think it does. I'll have to be careful with that. I'm gonna take the Elder here. And probably not playing a Restoration Magic. Take another Commune. Okay. Mill 5 cards. All lands. No, that's actually not good here. Best card, I think, is probably Travel the Overworld again. We just want to draw as many cards as possible. Go-Go's cool, but not going to be great here. Ooh, Sorcerer's Schemes is really good. That's essentially all extra card draw. Perforos. Is really gross. I need a few interaction spells here, so let's try to look for some of that. I will take an Ice Magic here. Rydia's Return would be good. Laughing Mad, although I don't particularly want to discard. I'll do Rydia's Return. Let's see. Just another Iron Giant, probably. I mean, we could go the Hektize route. I just hate, again, discard things. I'd rather just play our big stuff. Draw lots of cards, play big things. I have, like, no interaction, but that's probably fine. I'll take this. I'll take a Laughing Mad. This would actually be kind of interesting. Play a whole bunch of stuff and then shuffle everything back in. That might not be a bad card to have. Now that I'm thinking about it, I will take the stuck. And I will take a Light of Judgment. Okay, got a few. Got a few. Cactua. I'll take a Laughing Mad. And a Ring. Well, we pretty much have to play everything. So what's in our sideboard? We have to play one card. Restoration Magic. This just probably won't do a whole lot for us, but that's our draft deck. That's it. This feels pretty good. We got a lot of the impactful things at very, very high mana cost, which is a ton of fun. We have 2 Travel the Overworld. I didn't see any combat magic or whatever it is, the card draw spell, so that's interesting. We do have 2 Laughing Mads. We have Promise Fulfilled here. We have a couple other good ways to potentially can add some additional mana, so maybe there's a world in which with like these, maybe we're able to do that. We have a Circle of Power. We have Weapons Vendor, all drawing us cards. Sorcerer Schemes can pull one of these good things back. And that seems fine. That seems fine. Let's give it a go. Let's see if we can have some fun here. Slamming a 7/7 Reach, Trample, or a Hillgigas on turn 1 and punching your opponent can be pretty fun. So let's see what happens. Again, totally fun here. Total fun. I mean, we play this, we play this, we play this, draw a card. That seems fine. The Ring can actually be pretty impactful. We'll try this. Because I'll play Perforos, and then I'm going to play Weapons Vendor. And then, honestly, the Ring. We can use the mana to pump this up, and then this being indestructible is pretty good. Let's see what they do. Instant Ramen. Oh, you know what? I forgot that draws a card. That's a great card. See? I'm going to get hit for 5 here. Ow. He's very scared of my Kefka. If we get into like a... Oh my gosh. There's a world in which Kefka might just burn them out. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can. Yeah, because we have the fight on. This is just dumb. Let's see. What do we do here? We realm sketching probably this. I'm sorry, opponent. I am. I am. I'm very sorry. You're just dead, though. Okay. Oh, man. Travel the overworld and to travel the overworld. Hey, we got an achievement. The one shot. Arcade Assault. I guess that's pretty good for some of this. Card draw is very important, ladies and gents. Card draw is very important. If that's the only game we win, I'm good. That was a ton of fun. That was a ton of fun. This is not good. This is okay, though. Okay, let's try this. So I can light up the stage here. Oh, that's terrible. Well, we'll play the Blitz Ball. Alright, let's see if the same thing happens to us here. Elder? Sure. I need you to play something more impactful than the Elder. Laughing Hat is great. Yep. Jay-Wiz knows what they're doing. See, I'm less of a fan of this. But I guess it is still positive. That probably was still a good card to take. Why did they have a land? Oh, they were maybe forced to have a land? Another side quest? Yep. Listen, if you can just keep finding card draw spells. This is the only thing I don't like about these, is the discard 2 can be a little tough. They're playing Capricious Wanderings, too. They have some... They got some chaff at the end of theirs, probably. Like, Zidane's just not going to be good if they don't play something strong here. These have haste? Yeah. Sure. So you can Laughing Mad again. Oh, combat tutorial, very good. Yeah, we'll wait for them to go to combat with this. Elder, yep, I'm gonna get burned out here. There are draws like this where this is just gonna happen. Sorcerer Schemes. I'm wondering why they did that. Why not do that on combat tutorial? Oh, they have a Retrieve the Esper, but that's not that great considering they can't play that. Oh, and because because spells cost 0, they're not getting the Shentoto is not great here. Ah, they paid for it that time. That's good. Down to 9. Yep, I'm just gonna be dead here. Oh, yeah. So you have to pay for the spell. This actually keeps me alive, interestingly enough. Assuming they don't have one more spell to play. Good game. You have to have something to do here. Right. Good game. They got me. They did the same thing to me I just did to them. This set has so much card draw in it that I have a feeling this is going to be a lot of these games, right? They would have had to have missed, especially with Flashback. These with Flashback are always very, very interesting events. You know, Laughing Mad is a fantastic card because it's drawing you an immense amount of cards. If we get a chance to play, this could be pretty good. Random encounter. Draw discard. Probably do. That's an interesting one. Not wholly impactful. Yep. Instant Ramen's good. Conrad. Sure. I don't particularly know what this does for him. Sure. Yep. Sure. All right, let's start with this, I think. See what we get off of it, because honestly, I mean, I could punch in for 10 here. Oh, I can't play those. That's a bummer. The exile ones I can't play, so that card is not particularly great. I think the play instead then, I think I do this. Just get the card draw going. Yep, perfect. Getting this off of that. Now, no, I'm not going to have double blue. We're in great shape here, though. Ooh, Rydia's return. His return lets me do quite a bit. I'm gonna sketchings this. I can keep drawing some cards. Let's see. Commune. Sure. We're gonna sorcerer schemes to travel the overworlds. This actually should let me play Travel the Overworld. Yep. I don't know. This is just mean. Just mean. Alright, let's play 7/7. Bad these don't have haste. Actually, I'm wondering if I can kill him here. This is so dumb. Yep, good game, sir. Kefka is insane. Oh, man. Turbo Mana. I don't even know what that achievement is. But you know what? I'm happy we got it. I mean, Double Travel the Overworld is quite good. Laughing Mad, quite good. I guess you could put lands. We saw the one with the lands in it, so I'm honestly trying to think if Summon Titan, if there would have been a smart way to do that. We can cycle this, play Kefka, draw cards, so I'm good. As long as we have some card draw. Zenful seems very good. There you go, Laughing Mad, yeah. Yep, draw a discard. That would have been another good creature to be on the lookout for. Yep. Getting rid of some of the chaff that you have. Yep, flashing that back, smart. Which card draw as you can get. Combat tutorial, great. Random encounter seems very good. Yep. Yep. The cool part is they can just replay these. They go back to your hand. Yep. I might not play here, folks. We might just have... Yep. Yep. They've got... If they have enough card draw in the deck... Another random encounter. Very good. I can airship crash that. That's not necessarily lethal. Well, that seems interesting. Okay. We'll start here. Go this route. Let's see what we can get done here. For one. Honestly, we're going to try to find Kefka. Oh, I can't realm sketching. Less than ideal. I guess we summon Primal Odin and at least kill Uldrotha here. We will be able to Zidane next turn, which is pretty good. They can Laughing Mad. Is that sorcery speed? Yeah, the good part about this is they get to do this with 2, potentially. Elder, yep. Ooh. Oh, Moogle for instant ramen is so good. Wow. Yo, that's sick. I didn't even think about that. Oh, Dreams is nice. Yeah, I think I'm just going to get pinged out here. They can flash back, Laughing Mad. I think I have haste. That's pretty good, actually. That puts everything online, which is nice. They haven't used their mana yet. I mean, if they just Laughing Mad into a few more cards, I'm dead. Yep. Yep. Take 2. They can play like 2 other spells. There's 1. I'm gonna take 3 in the air. Good game, sir. I can't block the flyer. GG's. All right, give me a Travel the Overworld on the play. Have I been on the play at all? Maybe 1 game? 2 games? I go first. Yep. That's like really mean, you know? That is just like horribly mean. And then we draw 2 blank cards. I'm gonna lose this game. Sure. Oh my god, and they look at their open. That's gross, man. That is gross. Good game. Our open would have been fine. Ether also seems quite good in this, especially if you're doing something like this. Look at their amazing Blazing Bomb they have. Yep. 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 The black mages in this are also like a pretty interesting win con that previous sets of this that I've done haven't had. Yep. 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 Behemoth. Behemoth's good too. Drawing a card, and it's a big 7/7. I like it. Anything that makes you discard is just like feels bad, you know? And that exiles 3, that's gross. It's a great card for this, though. Yeah, they've drawn 25 cards. Like, or whatever, 18 cards. They have a Buster Sword? Dude. Rook Turret's really good if you have some artifacts as well. Okay, good game. Like, counterspell into that is like the most brutal way. That's hey, you got it done. That is how this is gonna go. So just be prepared. If you jump into this, we had a pretty decent deck. We had some fun. We did some stuff. We also had some times where we didn't. Kefka was actually pretty cool. That was interesting. What would I not play? Obviously Tifa's Limit Break. That card sucks. Restoration Magic, it really doesn't do anything. You don't really need a ton of removal. A few of these are probably helpful, like Stuck is fine, Ice Magic is fine. But again, you just want as many possible opportunities to draw cards. I would put a high value on things like Elder as well. Promise Fulfilled, actually not that good because you have to pay for the spells. Because they're not in your hand, so do keep that in mind. But things like Laughing Mad were great. I did really like Fight On, actually, because a lot of times, if you're going to be running some good Laughing Mads, you're probably discarding some creatures. But I liked a few of the things that I saw. The Delivery Moogle with a couple of instant Ramens, because they're drawing cards and can gain you some life, is pretty cool. Finding ways to use the mana that you have available to you on your opponent's turn can be pretty good. But also keep in mind that you may not get another turn, so that could be a part of it. Some big splashy things was fine, but I do think if you're going to look for that, you do want, like Hilgigas, you want something that has haste, that way you can play it, get in, and attack. Random Encounter seemed fantastic. I didn't realize that these came back to your hand, because I've obviously never played this card in a regular draft, so that seems pretty cool. Kefka was just brokenly nuts. Sorcerer Scheme's also pretty good because it gives you that extra red, so keep in mind. Realm Sketching was pretty neat. If you have a couple of good card draw creatures, that can be pretty solid too. Or even getting something else from the opponent that can help you to do that was cool. And Zidane in the right setup also was pretty neat. That helped us to win this one game. So I would not poop on this because it gives it haste and lifelink, which is pretty neat. So go out there, have some fun with this. Don't expect to have very long games outside of your opponents just doing a whole lot of things, and go from there. So hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I always like to try these out at least once or twice and see if we can have some fun. So we did here today. If you had a good run, hopefully you were able to make some gems. But again, don't anticipate necessarily being able to do that. So thanks for watching. Consider subscribing. We do really appreciate all the support, especially as of late. We've done some awesome box openings. We do those every Wednesday. We're eagerly awaiting Edge of Eternities. Hopefully we'll have some of our stuff in here relatively soon. We'll be jumping into bundles. we'll do a couple play boosters, and then we have a couple collector boosters of that on the way. So if you're interested in checking that out, it's going to be here before you know it. And pre-release, I think, this weekend, right, as of the recording of this. So we'll have a little pre-release primer come up here in a couple of days as well. So be sure to take a look and be on the lookout for that. Help us with that subscriber goal. We're on the way to 1,000 subs, our first big channel milestone, and we'd appreciate all your support. Got a Discord, link in the description if you want to come join that. Other than that, see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.